what we're going to do, we can just go into other ones now, actually. So we'll go on to the, if I find it, hold on a moment. There we go. His impact at the club. So
massive impact. He
he's
brought
had
everyone back together.
100%. Like, the fans, I think, are more connected now. Like, there was a lot of stuff prior to that where there was a lot of
divides.
Divides and everything like that. And I don't think, every team should go into a season expecting to win the league. Otherwise, what's the point? But I never went into the season thinking we were going to get top 4.
Well, do you know what? I don't know what your opinions are on this right now. We've had a bit of a turmoil season. You've got to remember, we've had injuries like everyone else. We haven't spent. We've had to do a full midfield again, and to get where we got this year, to me, is more than if you had offered us that at the beginning of the season, mate, everyone would snapped your hand off. No question. But because we fell off at that end of the season, it's like we expected ourselves to go on and win it, but we haven't. But we should still be proud of the team because they've got further than what they had.
But bear in mind, Martin, and that's a very good point. We can all kind of, say, well, we could have won this and we fell apart and whatever, and we had injuries. We had a brand new midfield. That's the engine of a goddamn team. A brand new midfield. And we were up for almost 4 trophies. We slipped in the last month and a half. And it maybe a game here, a game there could have made a massive difference. Certainly VAR decisions could have been a whole lot better. The refereeing this season has been shocking, and for every club across the board. But we, I think, have achieved quite a lot, and there's I'm positive insofar as we have a good foundation to build on. Arnie Slot has a big foundation to build on. It's not like the way Fergie left United.
Yeah.
All right, lads. So do you know what I mean? It's so like yeah. But yeah, that's massive impact.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam. I just think we've gone from it's a family unit again now. In my eyes, I love the game of football. Yeah, I've distanced myself away from football. But even though I keep going, I'm not watching a match. I'm like, my eyes on it. I'm like, because I can't help it. And I look forward to that fist pump at the end.
Yeah.
And I think that's what everyone needed. And I'm so proud of where he turned around and said yesterday, you need to go in running at the beginning of that. You've got to get behind him. And he's set a fantastic foundation. He's not coming to like a Brendan Rodgers or Rafa Benitez style now to rebuild it. Arnie Slot's coming in now. It's there, ready for him. Yeah, he's not going to have every with, I want this player, I want that player. He's going to have to be a yes man.
Yeah, 100% going to have to be a yes man. And it's like the name change as well. I think you pointed out earlier, Sean, like he's Liverpool's first head coach. He's not a manager.
I think that's strange.
Coach.
I think we're kind of skipping the because I really think there should be more talk about Klopp's impact because and if I can get me to
Sean, go.
I think again, when he took over the club, he made a statement of intent and was modest in the way he did it. It wasn't this kind of, well, we're going to knock this off the perch and, all this bullshit that you get off Man United and Sky Sports. It was, look, everyone wanted to call him something. He's the normal one. And he just was a silent assassin. He basically dealt with these things and dealt with the team in silently but effectively. Also, I think, the social media, is absolutely toxic. I got away from X or Twitter or whatever a long time ago. But like you had journalists and the big kind of content creators who would literally slate other fans and whatever and would create a divide. Here's a German man who is, Sammy Lee said it, Jamie Carragher said it, Bruce Grobler said it, that he is the German version of Bill Shankly. And to say that about someone that literally made Liverpool, you could easily say, without any exaggeration, that Klopp got Liverpool. It was in a really bad state, and he rebuilt it the same way as Shankly did. And I think, you can look at trophies and you can say, well, football has completely changed, and it's not for the better, unfortunately. But I think he's just basically put, another statement of intent in his farewell, saying that we're the superpowers and that he just told us to believe. He didn't force us, and we did because we saw what he wanted, and you could see that he was passionate in what he was doing. And people loved that. People, for a manager to have the same passion as someone in the main stand or the Sir Kenny Dalglish stand or the Cop or Annie Road, for him to have more passion and to say, well, where the hell are you guys? What's going on? For him to actually say, come on, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You answer that one, Sean, before I say what I was going to say.
Jay, this is jackdesigns.co.uk.
So yeah, I was going to just say, like, there's two moments that stick out for me actually, where he and it's nothing like where we won anything, but it's the game. I can't remember who we played actually now, but when the fans started leaving early, like in his tenure, and he called them out. Like I think you just mentioned then, like in regards to like what you're doing, like leaving. We need you to the end, stay to the end. And then I think it was the West Brom game where we drew, and he got the whole team to go over and do the the Dortmund thing with the hands in the air and everything like that, and do the cheering. Like everyone took the piss for that, but he was trying to build unity.
Like, yeah, he was. I think he's like, whether it's a win, lose, or draw, them players need to show that passion to the fans, like the fans show the passion to that crest. And I think that's what he was trying to do. And I'll be honest, in my opinion, I think from that game and that passion, where he made them players come over and do that after that draw, I think that's what kickstarted everything coming, rising. And it is what was a heavy metal football.
Yeah.
I think that's, we kicked on from there. It was a statement of intent. It's like, this is what we've got and this is what we're going for now.
I just got to add somebody else. Hold on.
Oh, is that our Brian?
Oh, hey, all right, Brian. All right.
Okay.
That's
where the magic happens.
Oh, yeah, I was feeling after yesterday.
Mate, I don't know. I was saying to lads earlier, like, it kind of hit me more over the weekend with all the social media stuff that was coming out rather than the game yesterday. But so I think I might have been all spent up until when it came. But yeah, like just the guy, we've been saying like he is the Bill Shankly of my era. Like I grew up with nobody like him to show us what we need to win anymore, or anything like that. Like
I think he done Klopp as I think Klopp has made everyone live and feel them famous words that football is a matter of life and death. And I think he brought that out to Liverpool fans again and the team.
I think Brandon just said it was the Palace game where fans left early, and he said that it was the loneliest he ever felt. For a manager of his stature and charisma to say that, again, like I know that there's a lot on social media where, they record fans that are on their phones or, doing other things other than cheering their team on, which I think they're as much as part of the problem as the fans that are on the phone doing nothing. But I think Klopp made us believe and made us realize, well, if we have the luxury of going to one of those matches, we have to sing ourselves, I mean, literally sing ourselves hoarse and get our team over the line. And I think that's what what Klopp. I think he brought the atmosphere back, although there is question marks over the atmosphere and what have you. I think he certainly made us realize how important the Anfield effect is. And I mean, we've seen that against Bayern Munich, or not Bayern Munich, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Out of this year, these signings, we've had Szoboszlai, McAllister. I think, in my own eyes, I think Endo has outshone everyone when he's come on. He was underrated, and what he's done, I think he's more than earned himself into that team.
Endo.
Yeah.
I think he'll. To be fair, I won't be surprised if he's one of the first ones out of the door. I don't know why I've got that feeling, but I just have. But
oh no, I'd get rid of. Oh no, I'm not even going there because I can't even be asked. We're having a debate and getting slated in these comments. But honestly, the first one I'd get rid of is Gomez.
No, I think he'll stay with me, mate. Honestly, it's too versatile, I think. Bright.
I seen a team sheet that someone had put Gomez up front for a goal. I thought, well, do you know what? Fair play.
It'd be like Stephen Colker. That's the thing that Klopp did, didn't it? He put Stephen Colker up front, didn't he?
Steve Colker.
Yeah. I remember that game. Bright, have you got any thoughts on what the impact that Klopp had at Liverpool or anything like that?
Yeah, I think Jurgen was real. Like, he made us. Like, I felt like I could go out with a pint with him. I think he was like so down to earth. I think he was a people's man. I mean, so many, these footballers live all these extravagant lifestyles. They drive these Ferraris, whatever. They live the high life. But with Klopp, I think he's more. I don't know, he's relatable. I think he's relatable to a lot of people. And I think we all gonna miss him, obviously, footballing terms. But I think for me, he's a fantastic manager. But I think he's more than that. You know what I mean? He's more than a manager, and that's what I'm gonna miss more, because a manager's a manager. But the actual, how can I say, the relatability with Jurgen was what stood out more to me. Like, he's like, I don't know, he could run the country. Do you know what I mean? And I follow, he'd be an amazing prime minister. But
he's
just so
he's a natural leader. Yeah, 100%. He's a natural leader. Yeah,
leader of men. Like, he is. You follow him into war, wouldn't you? Follow him into battle. He's got that about. Like, he's rare. I don't know many people or of any people that I don't know that make you feel like that. Like, crazy.
I think that's the best tribute we've had so far.
Yeah.
I really, really do. I mean, I'm getting fucking teary-eyed there, Brian. I even couldn't remember your name for a second there.
I think the big thing with Klopp, like, the football was fantastic. It was brilliant. But the man was too, And I think
he wasn't just a manager, though. He was a father figure to everyone.
Yeah.
Father figure to me in many respects, because I don't know the guy. I've never met him in my life. But I don't know, he just seems to click with you, doesn't he? It's just like, I don't know, relatability, I think. Fantastic guy. I like with Slot coming in now, I'm backing him 100% as I back Jurgen Klopp. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going into it as, I will back him as much as I back Klopp. But the only thing I would say about Klopp is he's got my 100% backing, but he's got to prove it to us. No? He's got to prove it to us.
And I think that's what Klopp had to do as well, because he was coming into a job. I mean, let's just face it. Again, we rival fans can say whatever they like about Jurgen Klopp. They would give their left one and right one to have Jurgen Klopp manage their squad. I'd
give my wife. I'd let him take. You know,
But let's cut to the bull crap. You're all getting your wish.com Jurgen Klopps and whatever. You're like, honest to God, you would have given anything to have Jurgen Klopp at your club. The thing is, no other manager would have been able to have achieved what Jurgen Klopp achieved at Liverpool Football Club with the restrictions, the transfer policies, and the low net spend. You guarantee Jose Mourinho wouldn't do it. You're guaranteed Pep Guardiola wouldn't do it. Guaranteed Arsene Wenger wouldn't do it. You're guaranteed that Alex Ferguson wouldn't do it. Guaranteed any of the Chelsea managers that have been and gone wouldn't have done it. They have never been in a dogfight like Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp has never been at a club where they had a bottomless pit of money and they had an already, superstar team. And you got like the comment that Brian made and Martin, you said as well, is that he's a father figure. He nurtured every single one of those players. Trent
was crying
Alexander-Arnold.
yesterday, wasn't he?
Absolutely, and rightly so, because if it hadn't been for Jurgen Klopp, God knows what would have happened. And I mean, Harvey Elliott has an awful lot to be thankful, with Klopp. So it has been an absolute privilege to have known Jurgen Klopp as Liverpool manager and to have absolute privilege.
And you've also got to remember, is Arnie is coming in after the greatest manager ever. He's going to feel that pressure. He's going to be expected to deliver like Klopp did, but he can't. He can't just come in and go like bang, bang, bang. He's got to make it his club now. Klopp laid the foundations, and he's got to take it to the next step. And the pressure he's going to have on him, because everyone's going to think, he's no Jurgen Klopp.
It's like literally he's done a Bill Shankly, Jurgen Klopp. And that's it.
I do think that, like, in future, if we are successful under Arne Slot, we might look back on Klopp's impact even more and see that Klopp basically, as you said, Martin, laid the foundations for Liverpool's future success, and it's being carried on by Slot, whoever comes after Slot, and then so on and so forth. Like we had it back in the 70s and the 80s when my mum was a little lass. You know what I mean?
I seen a picture of Klopp, a cartoon picture of Klopp holding two little kids' hands, and then the following picture, it was these kids holding Klopp's hand, over the he's like, come on, I brought you up from being children now. You're grown men, you've got this, and they're like holding him, thanking him. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, no. But it does sound like something as well that someone said. Like I think it might have been Klopp himself actually. I think he said in an interview yesterday something regarding that there's kids out there that were never born or were so young they can't remember any other manager than Jurgen Klopp. Yeah. And so they would have thought that he was there to start with and he was going to be there forever. Like, so this is going to be like a whole new thing for them as well.
Yeah, that's what I said in my opening. And I mean, and for people like my age and Martin's age, we became believers when we were massive doubters, and we've now almost forgotten what it's like to doubt because of Jurgen Klopp. There's a great question here, Adam. I hope you don't mind me using my initiative here and just I see that you've highlighted Redbird LFC. What about what other manager would sing the new manager's song? Klopp is special. Now it's time to back Slot, la 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 la. And I think that
was a seal of approval.
It was, and I mean, what an absolute gent to do that, because there's massive pressure on
I
Slot.
think that's a good segue into the next segment, which is obviously the Liverpool future and everything like that.